keep them tall. 165 days a year is bigger than winning football games.
Well, what's happening, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Booth Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally just does not work. It feels like I've been in the car all day. I've actually gone by, had a couple of stops here already today. I got to go by Home Depot and get some wood because I got to make a door jamb to replace one that's broken and stuff. And went by to see my daughter put together her couch and fixed her lamp and everything else to see her apartment, and it looks great. And then, you ever have times where you remember, you heard something and then you thought about it later and it came back? Scam likely. Get away, scammers. Get away. I got more on the scammers too, but hold on. I was riding up the road and I was talking about the Netflix series that's coming up next year, okay? And I was saying that they should call it The Fall of Rome instead of the Dallas Cowboys, because it's literally like the falling of Rome. But I cut up, when I was at my daughter's house, cut up some of the spots on there where Jerry Jones is like, did he say the quiet part out loud? It's bigger than winning. Drama, 365 days a year. It's bigger than winning. Now you understand. Now you completely understand what it's really about. It's not about winning. It's bigger than winning. It's about being like the television show Dallas. It's about the publicity. It's about the show. You know, when I was down in Dallas for this Eagles game, and it had been about 2 years since I had been back down to Dallas for a game, I remember going to the Star because Game Time Brian and Primetime Phil, they stayed at the hotel at the Star. And we were going to be staying, because it was Friday, you know, the next couple of nights in Arlington, close to the stadium. So that way we could, you know, go to the game and be closer and experience AT&T. But when I got there, and I parked in the lot right in front of the Star, and I see Champions Way. And I'm walking there. It's kind of raining a little bit. It's kind of cold. And I'm looking at all of the Dallas Cowboys greats. You see Tony Dorsett and Bob Lilly and DeMarcus Ware and, you know, all of the Cowboys Ring of Honor players and things. And those truly were champions. Can't disagree with that. Here's what's crazy. Right here. This is... That is where my parents met. That was right there. It's a junior high school now. And it's been added on to. But that was the black high school. My mother had to be bused about 20 some miles to go here. He lived about 10 miles away. And that's where my parents met. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And that school is still here. It's a middle school now, but it's still in use. I'm sorry, I digress. Strolling through memory lane. Actually, strolling through memory lane, Fairfax Hospital right up here, which is when I tore my ACL. That's where they took me. And I remember getting x-rays that night, and they said, well, nothing shows on the x-ray. And typically ligament damage doesn't show on the x-ray. Be that as it may, when I was in Dallas and I'm there walking down the street filming the greats, they got their numbers and they got a little, you know, they talk about what they did and everything else on there. And then you look across the street and you see the Star. World-class workout facility. Host state championship football games and college football games, and of course the Cowboys, training and everything else. And you can get your tour on for $49 where you can see the 5 Super Bowls. It's the glitz and the glamour. You got the giant screen out front. You've got the field out there where you can take your kids and play on the field and everything else and stuff, right? You've got the bars and the restaurants that are right there. You got the gift shop and things. It's the glitz and the glamour. See, I think that's what Jerry Jones is talking about when it's bigger than winning. It's bigger than winning. And I looked at that and I said, here's all the champions. Here's the Star. That's done nothing. That's done nothing. So then I go to the game. And we go through, scan our tickets, and we're about an hour before you can go into the stadium. You got all the fans that are lined up at the door so that way they can bum rush it and get their spots on the rail in the standing room only. So there's that. You've got the cheerleaders up there. You got the DJ and the music. And the day before they had the hometown, rally and stuff. More tours of the stadium. $49. Go down there and be on the field and stuff, and be on the Star, taking your pictures. The glitz and the glamour, in the Star, and the stadium tours. And then for the game, it felt to me for the first time hollow. I've been there many, many times before, but I looked at it with different eyes this season. You have all the cheerleaders and the dancers on the field. You got the cages up there. You've got the audio that's so loud it's like pounding on you. The jumbotron and everything else, and you feel like you're at a carnival, and you're a little kid, and you're looking and taking in all of this atmosphere and everything else. But the thing that you came there for is seeing the product on the field. And it seems like everything was bigger than winning. And that's it really comes full circle when Jerry Jones saying that. And it took me a couple hours before it actually registered in my head that he said it's bigger than winning. And it sucks. That sucks. That's all I can say to you guys. We'll be here tonight. Or not here, I won't be in the car. We'll be live streaming the game tonight. And I'll be back at the man cave. So hopefully you guys tune in and I'll have a little bit more thoughts on that exactly. It's bigger than winning. Must be pretty big then. Must be pretty big.